fantastic moment that was. And don't worry, you'll definitely get to hear more of that song later. But now it's time to welcome the star of tonight's show. Singing a song written especially for her, it's our very own Susan Boyle.
I could see the wind in the trees, and I heard a song in the breeze. It was there singing out my name. But I'm not a girl. I've known the taste of defeat, and I've finally grown to believe that it all comes around again. Though I may not know the answers, I can finally say I'm free. And if the question lead me here, then I'm who I was born to be. So here am I, open arms and ready to stand. I've got the world in my hand, and it feels like my turn to fly. Though I may not know the answers, I can finally say I'm free. And if the question lead me here, then I'm who I was born to be. Though I may not know the answers, I can finally say I'm free. And if the question lead me here, I'm who I was born to be. I'm who I was born to be.
Susan, congratulations. Fantastic. Susan Boyle, everybody. How amazing is that? It was a stunning start to the show, Susan, but more importantly, how great does she look tonight? Your album has sold 4.5 million copies in 2 weeks.
Thank you. Thank you all for your support.
Susan, I've got to ask you, I mean, you sang about dreaming a dream. Are you still living a dream? Is it reality? How does this crazy journey you're on, how does it feel now?
It feels very real and it's bloody fantastic.
Well, look, we're very lucky we've got you for an hour to ourselves today. The whole world wants you. You're here with us. And you're going to be performing some songs. And more importantly for you, I think, you're going to be singing for the first time a duet with a very special lady to you, aren't you? Don't say it. Don't say it. It's a secret, but it's going to be a great moment. Back after the break. Welcome back. Tonight we're celebrating the incredible story of Susan Boyle. And I want to take you back to when Susan stepped off that stage in Glasgow and her life changed forever. Susan sang, the world listened, and she became an overnight sensation.
Second the audition went out on TV in England, it got picked up on the internet. It was the equivalent of an internet wildfire. I've never seen anything go like that in my life. Like bang.
Easily the hottest piece of video on the web in the world.
Now Susan Boyle is one of the most recognizable faces in the world.
Go from the complete anonymity into global superstardom and having 300 million people downloading you. It is, to me, the most extraordinary transformation in terms of speed I've ever seen in this business. Unbelievable pressure. I was getting text messages and emails within an hour of the show going out on TV from China, from Russia, from friends in Australia, from all around Europe. And I texted Simon, who was in LA, and said, are you getting the same reaction I am? This was on the night it first went on television, and he went, it's crazy. I said, there's something going on. Already we could feel it. The reaction was just insane.
She couldn't cope with the paparazzi. That was her biggest problem. She couldn't cope with motorbikes chasing her, journalists undercover in the hotel. These were the pressures that Susan was put under.
Now she had to sing live. She had the world watching. The whole of Britain was closing down to watch Susan Boyle walk to that microphone and sing Memories. And I could tell she was in a very, very, I think, difficult state.
She couldn't quite get the top of the song right. And for any singer, particularly somebody like her without any experience live show, it throws you. And then the first crack appeared.
With no pressure, then having all this pressure on top of me, I found a bit suffocating. You know, as anyone would. Because it was such a short space of time. It felt like a bit of a demolition ball, really. Well, I was feeling very anxious during the final. Like, it got so bad it was actually, you know, sort of staring at the wall and stuff. I didn't want to know anybody, you know.
I asked to see her before the final went out. I just cleared the dressing room and said, I want to talk to you, Susan. You don't have to do this. She said, Simon, I've lived on my own. I've dreamed all my life about being a singer. This is the one shot, and I want to do this. I said, you're the red-hot favourite, which for me means there's a chance you may not win. How are you going to deal with that? And she said, I still want to enter.
Susan Boyle!
What had started off as a bit of fun for her had now become quite scary. And the weight of expectation, I think, was almost unbearable for her.
Everyone was expecting her to win.
All the way through the series, she was favourite to win, and that's immense pressure.
If Susan Boyle doesn't win Britain's Got Talent, then I'm a donut.
And then you get to that moment, it's live TV, you're sitting there, she's in the final too. I mean, you could cut the atmosphere with a knife that night.
The winner of Britain's Got Talent 2009 is... It was electric. Everybody in the studio was on the edge of their seat, desperate to know who was going to win. And then we got word, and it wasn't Susan. Diversity!
Normally, I look at the winners. This time, I'm looking over to my right. I saw a glimmer of fear then. No one's going to want me anymore.